Hey everyone, good to see you. I hope you are having a truly wonderful day so far. It is such a pleasure to have you here with us again at Learning English Studio. I'm Amelia, and honestly, I've been looking forward to this session all morning because we are tackling a topic that is, well, it's a bit notorious, isn't it?
Notorious? That's a strong word, Amelia. But you are right. It is the topic that makes so many students scratch their heads and sigh.
Exactly, James. But you know what? It doesn't have to be scary. Today, we are going to demystify the little words that change everything. We're talking about a, an, and the.
Ah, articles. The famous a, an, and the. It sounds so simple, just three tiny words, but they hold so much power in English.
They really do. And before we jump into the deep end, I just want to send a quick thank you to our community. You guys are amazing. If you are new here, welcome. And please, if you enjoy what we do, hit that subscribe button and give us a like. It really makes us smile and helps other people find us.
It really does help. Seeing the numbers go up is always a great feeling. So, Amelia, where do we start with these three little troublemakers?
Troublemakers. I like that. Well, let's start with the basics. In English, we call these words articles, and generally we group them into two categories. We have the indefinite articles, that's a and an, and the definite article, that's the.
Okay, indefinite and definite. Those are big words, but the concept is actually quite simple, right?
I think so. Let's start with the indefinite ones. A and an. We use these when we're talking about things in a general way, things that aren't specific. Imagine I walk into a classroom and I say, I want a pen.
Okay, I want a pen.
Right. Do I care which pen you give me?
No, I don't think so. Any pen is fine. You just need something to write with.
Exactly. Any pen. A blue one, a black one, a red one, it doesn't matter. That is why we call it indefinite. It's not a specific defined pen. It's just one thing from a group of things.
That makes sense. So a is like saying one of something.
Yes, that is a great way to think about it. A equals 1. But now here's the tricky part that even advanced students sometimes mess up. When do we use a and when do we use an?
Ah, yes, the vowel sound rule. This is classic.
It is classic. So many people think it's about spelling, but it's actually about sound. We use an before a word that starts with a vowel sound, and we use a before a word that starts with a consonant sound.
So not the letter, but the sound. That's the key distinction.
Precisely. For example, if I say apple, it starts with an a sound, so I say an apple.
An apple. Okay, what about elephant?
An elephant, because E is a vowel sound. An egg, an ice cream, an orange. These are easy because the words actually start with vowel letters.
Right, but the confusion comes with words like hour. It starts with H, which is a consonant letter.
Yes, hour. If you write it, it starts with H, but if you say it, the H is silent. It sounds like hour. So because the sound is a vowel, we say an hour.
An hour. I waited for an hour.
Perfect. And the opposite happens with a word like university. It starts with a vowel letter, U, but the sound is yun. It sounds like a Y sound, which is a consonant sound. So we say a university.
A university, not an university. That always feels strange in the mouth to say an university.
It does. It feels clunky. A university flows much better. And it's the same with one. We say a one-way street because one sounds like one. It has a W sound at the start.
So it's all about your ears, not your eyes. You have to listen to the word.
Exactly. Listen to the first sound. Is it A, E, I, O, U? If yes, use an. If it's a different sound like B, C, D, F, G, etc., or a Y sound like in university, use A.
That's a really solid rule. So a and an are for general things. One thing, anything, non-specific.
You got it. Now, let's move on to the big boss, the definite article, the.
Dun dun dun.
Yes, the. This is the word we use when we're talking about something specific, something that we know or that the listener knows. Let's go back to the classroom. I asked for a pen. You gave me a pen. Now I'm holding that specific pen. I look at it and I say, "Thank you for the pen."
Ah, I see. Before it was any pen. Now it is that pen, the one in my hand.
Yes, it is defined. We both know which pen we're talking about. It's no longer a mystery. It is the pen. Or imagine two friends are talking. One says, "Did you see the movie last night?"
Right. They don't need to say, "Did you see a movie?" because they both know which movie they're talking about. Maybe it's a popular new release, or maybe they talked about it earlier.
Exactly. It is shared knowledge. If I say, "Close the door," I assume you know which door I mean, probably the door to the room we're sitting in. I wouldn't say, "Close a door," unless I wanted you to go find any random door and close it, which would be a strange. Haha, yes, that would be a strange instruction. Go find a door and close it. No, close the door is very natural.
So the is for specific things. But James, I have a question for you. What if I introduce a new topic for the first time? Do I use the?
Let me think. If it's the first time I'm mentioning it, the listener doesn't know about it yet, so I should use a or an. Yes, that is the golden rule of storytelling and conversation. First mention, indefinite, a or an. Second mention, definite, the.
Okay, can we try an example of that? Let's make a little story.
Sure. Okay, yesterday I saw a cat in the garden.
Okay, first mention, a cat. We don't know which cat, just a random cat.
Right. The cat was black and white.
Ah, now it is the cat, because we already know which cat you're talking about, the one from the previous sentence.
Bingo! You see how smooth that is? It connects the sentences. If I said, "I saw a cat was black," it sounds disjointed, like two different cats. A cat, the cat, makes it one story.
That's actually really helpful for writing essays or telling stories. It creates flow.
It does. And this is why listening to native speakers is so important. You hear this shift naturally. We switch from a to the so fast that we don't even notice it.
But what about things that are unique, like there's only one of them? Do we use a or the?
Ooh, good question. Things that are unique. For example, the sun, the moon, the sky, the internet.
I guess we use the because there's only one. There's no a sun.
Exactly, because it's unique. The sun is hot today. We all know which sun we're talking about. There isn't a selection of suns to choose from. Same with the government, the police, the environment. These are unique concepts or institutions.
The police. We always say the police, never a police.
Correct. Although we can say a police officer because there are many officers, but the police as an institution is unique.
That is a subtle but important difference. What about geographical names? This is where I always get confused. Countries, cities, rivers. Why do we say the Nile, but just Egypt?
Ah, geography, the final frontier of articles.
Seriously, it feels like a list you just have to memorize.
It is a bit, but there are some patterns. Let's look at countries. Most countries do not use the. We say France, Japan, Germany, China, Brazil. No the.
Okay, but then we have the United States or the UK.
Yes, so the pattern is usually if the country name includes republic, kingdom, states, or united, we use the. Also, countries that are plural names like the Netherlands or the Philippines.
The Philippines, right.
But for simple names, no the. I live in Italy, not the Italy. That sounds funny. I am going to the Italy.
It sounds like you are going to a restaurant called The Italy. Let's go eat at the Italy tonight.
Exactly. So no the for most countries. What about cities?
Cities, I think never the. London, Paris, Tokyo.
Correct. We never use the for cities. I visited the Paris. No, just I visited Paris.
Okay, rivers?
Rivers almost always take the. The Nile, the Amazon, the Thames, the Mississippi.
Why is that? Is it because they're long and winding?
Maybe. It might be because we see them as a specific, defined route, but also oceans and seas, the Pacific Ocean, the Mediterranean Sea, mountain ranges, the Alps, the Rocky Mountains.
But single mountains like Everest?
No the for single mountains, just Everest or Mount Fuji. We don't say the Everest, but we say the Himalayas because it's a range.
So plural things get the, singular things usually don't.
That is a pretty good rule of thumb for geography. Plural names equal the, singular names no the.
Okay, I'm writing this down mentally. Plural geography gets the. What about street names? The Fifth Avenue or just Fifth Avenue?
Just Fifth Avenue. No the for streets. I live on Oxford Street, not the Oxford Street. However, and this is annoying, bridges.
Bridges?
Some bridges use the, some don't. Usually in the UK, we say Tower Bridge or London Bridge, no the. But in New York, it's the Brooklyn Bridge.
English. Why are you like this?
I know. It's because languages are messy and they grow over hundreds of years. It's not always logical.
So for bridges, it's just memorization?
Pretty much. Or just listen to what the locals say. If you say London Bridge, everyone understands. If you accidentally say the London Bridge, it's not a disaster. It just sounds a tiny bit foreign.
Right. It won't stop communication. That's the most important thing. But we want to sound natural. Let's move away from geography for a second. What about jobs and roles? This is a big one for students introducing themselves.
Yes. I am a teacher. I am a doctor. I am an engineer.
Why A? Why not I am teacher?
Because there are many teachers in the world. Being a teacher is a job, a role, not a unique identity. Unless you are the teacher, like in a specific context where there's only one teacher. But generally, I am a student.
I am a student, okay. But what about he is president of the United States?
Aha, great catch. There's a specific rule for titles. If a title is unique, or if it comes after the name, we often drop the A. We say, he is the president, with the because it's a unique position for that country. But we also say, Mr. Smith was elected president.
So elected president, not elected a president.
Yes, it's called the zero article in grammatical terms, but we don't need to get too technical. Basically, for unique positions like king, queen, president, pope, we often drop the A and sometimes even the when it follows the name or a verb like elected or appointed.
They appointed her captain.
Exactly. They appointed her captain, not they appointed her a captain.
That is very subtle. I think for most students it's safer to just say she is a captain or she is the captain, unless they're writing a news headline.
True. Stick to the safe zones. I am a doctor. She is the doctor I told you about. Those work perfectly.
Let's talk about something that happens all the time in conversation. Generalizations. Talking about whole groups of things, like I love dogs. Do we say I love the dogs or I love dogs?
This is a great point. When we talk about things in general, meaning all things of that type, we use the plural form with no article. This is often called the zero article.
So I love dogs means all dogs in the universe.
Yes, dogs are friendly animals. I like Italian food, not I like the Italian food, unless you mean the specific Italian food on your plate right now.
Okay, so if I say, the computers are expensive, that sounds like I am pointing at a specific group of computers.
Yes, maybe in a shop window. Look at those computers. The computers are expensive. But if you're talking about technology in general, computers are expensive.
Women live longer than men. General statement.
Exactly. No article. But what about musical instruments?
Oh, this is one I know. I play the guitar. I play the piano.
Yes, this is an exception. Even though we're talking about the ability in general, we use the for musical instruments. I play the trumpet. She plays the flute.
Do we know why? It's weird.
It is a bit weird. Some linguists think it's because we're referring to the mechanism or the standard instrument, but honestly, it's just a habit. You just have to learn it. You play sport, but you play the instrument.
Wait, sport?
Yes, sport is the opposite. I play football. I play tennis. I play basketball. No the.
Play the guitar, but play tennis.
Exactly. So, rule of thumb, sports equal no article, instruments equal the.
Okay, let's try to summarize what we have so far because my brain is getting a full workout. We have a or an for one general thing, first mention or jobs. We have the for specific things, second mentions, unique things, and instruments. And we have zero article for plurals in general, proper names like cities, countries, and sports.
That is a fantastic summary, James. You really got it.
Thanks. But I have a more personal question. What about meals? Breakfast, lunch, dinner? Do we say, I had a breakfast?
No, meals usually don't take an article. I had breakfast, lunch is ready, what are we having for dinner?
Unless it's a special dinner.
Ah, yes. If it's a specific special occasion, then it becomes a specific noun. It was a wonderful dinner. Or we went to a dinner for the boss.
I had a lunch with James.
Yes, that works if you are treating lunch as an event or a specific meeting. But usually, did you have lunch? No article.
English is so flexible. It bends and changes based on the context.
It really is, and that is the beauty of it. It's not just math, it's about feeling. How specific do you want to be?
That's a great way to frame it. Specificity. I have a tricky situation for you. What about schools? I go to school versus I am going to the school.
Ooh, this is the classic place versus function distinction. This is advanced but very cool. When we use a place for its main purpose, we drop the article. So children go to school to learn. Criminals go to prison to be punished. Sick people go to hospital, in British English, to get better.
So if I say my son is at school, it means he is a student learning.
Yes, but if I say I am going to the school, it implies I am going to the building, but maybe not to study. Maybe I'm a teacher or a parent, or I'm there to fix the roof.
I'm going to the hospital to visit grandma, not I'm going to hospital.
Exactly, because you are not sick. Hopefully, you are visiting the building. If you were sick, you would say, I need to go to hospital in UK English. Though in American English, they often say the hospital, even for patients.
Ah, American versus British differences. That's a whole other can of worms.
It is. We should definitely do an episode on that sometime. But generally, the place versus function rule applies to bed, church, college, court, home, and work too. I go to bed to sleep. I'm sitting on the bed, the furniture.
I go to work, not I go to the work.
Correct. I go to work. But if the police are at your office, you might say, why are the police at the work? No, that sounds weird. Why are the police at work may be better.
At the work sounds like a specific piece of art, the work of Michelangelo.
Oh, good point. Yes, work as uncountable effort has no article. I have a lot of work to do. But a work of art is a specific piece.
So many meanings. Let's switch gears a bit. I want to ask about superlatives, words like the best, the most, the fastest.
Ah, this is an easy one. Superlatives always take the because they are unique. There can only be one best.
She is the smartest student in the class.
Yes, it was the best pizza I ever had, the fastest car, the highest mountain.
What about comparatives? Better, faster.
Comparatives don't take articles usually. She is smarter than him. This car is faster than that one.
She is the smarter of the two.
Ah, good nuance. If you are comparing two specific things, you can use the. She is the smarter of the two sisters. That emphasizes that one is the specific one who is smarter.
But usually just smarter than.
Yes, usually just smarter than. So superlative equals the, Comparative equals know the, usually.
Okay, what about time phrases? This is a huge area. In the morning, at night, on Tuesday.
Time phrases are very specific. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, but at night.
Why at night and not in the night?
We actually can say in the night if we mean a specific night, but as a general time of day, it's at night, and in the morning, in the evening.
Days of the week? I will see you on Friday?
Yes, on Friday or on Fridays for every Friday. No the unless it's a specific Friday we're talking about. I loved the Friday we went to the beach.
The Friday we met.
Exactly, a specific defined Friday.
What about seasons? In winter or in the winter?
Both are okay. In winter is more general, the season in general. In the winter can refer to a specific winter coming up, like, are you going skiing in the winter? It's a very subtle difference and often they're interchangeable.
I feel like for a student, it's safe to just use in winter and in summer.
Yes, keep it simple. I love summer. I hate winter.
Okay, I think we are building a really good mental map of these rules. Is there any situation where we use a or an with abstract nouns like love or happiness?
Usually we say love is important. No article. Correct. Abstract nouns like love, hate, freedom, happiness usually don't take articles. But sometimes we want to describe a specific instance of that feeling.
Like, she has a love for music.
Yes, that's a specific love. Or I have a fear of spiders, a specific fear. But just fear is natural, no article.
A happiness? That sounds wrong. I felt a happiness. No.
No, I felt a sense of happiness works, but just a happiness is not common. So be careful with abstract nouns, usually no article.
Let's talk about some common mistakes. What is the number one mistake you hear students make?
Oh, that's easy. Overusing the, saying things like, the life is beautiful, or the nature is amazing.
Ah, yes, the nature.
It's a very common mistake because many other languages use articles for these concepts. But in English, life is beautiful, nature is amazing, society is changing. No the.
Because these are uncountable general concepts.
Exactly. They are too big and general for the. The life implies there is a specific life, maybe my life or your life, but life in general, no article.
What about the people?
People in general is just people. People are strange. But the people refers to a specific group, the people of Brazil.
Okay. Another mistake, maybe omitting articles?
Yes, saying I am student instead of I am a student, or I have cat instead of I have a cat. It sounds a bit robotic, like a caveman. Me have cat.
Me have cat, yes. We want to sound sophisticated. I have a cat.
Right. Articles give the sentence that polish. They make it sound human.
You know, I think the best way to learn this isn't by memorizing a million rules. It's by reading and listening.
100%. You have to absorb it. If you read a novel in English or watch a movie with subtitles, you will see these patterns thousands of times. Eventually, your brain just starts to feel what is right.
It becomes a feeling. I play the guitar feels right. I play guitar feels empty.
Exactly. It's like music. You just know when a note is wrong.
Let's try a little game. I will give you a noun and you tell me the article, just to test our reflexes. Ready?
I was born ready. Hit me.
Apple.
An apple, or just apple if we are talking about the fruit in general.
Okay, I want to eat.
An apple.
Sun.
The sun.
Water.
Water, no article, or a glass of water.
Ooh, tricky. Glass.
A glass.
Cat.
A cat, or the cat.
Amazon.
The Amazon, the river.
Brazil.
Brazil, no article.
British.
The British, the people.
Wow, you're fast.
Well, I've been doing this for a while, but honestly, sometimes I still pause and think, especially with the geographical names. Is it the Gambia or just Gambia? I think it's the Gambia.
Is it? I have no idea.
See? Even native speakers or teachers have to check sometimes. Don't be too hard on yourselves if you make a mistake.
That is very comforting. So the takeaway is a/an for one thing, first time, or jobs, the for specific things, second time, or unique things, and zero for plurals, names, and general concepts.
That is the holy trinity of articles. You summed it up perfectly.
I really enjoyed this. I feel like I look at these tiny words with a bit more respect now. They do a lot of heavy lifting.
They really do. They're the glue that holds our sentences together. Without them, everything would be confusing. Pass me salt. Which salt? The salt. Ah, okay.
Exactly. Context is king, and articles help us build that context.
Well, I think we have covered almost everything, from the sounds of vowels to the streets of London to the feeling of happiness.
It was a journey, a linguistic journey, a journey.
Yes, a journey.
So to all our listeners, keep practicing. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Just try to notice articles when you read. Highlight them in your mind.
And if you hear a native speaker say the police or a government, make a note of it. Build your own mental database.
Before we wrap up, I want to share a quick, funny story about articles.
Ooh, do tell.
I was at a coffee shop once and I heard a tourist order. They wanted sugar, but instead of saying, "Can I have some sugar?" they said, "Can I have a sugar?"
A sugar?
Yes, the barista was so confused. A sugar? You mean one sugar cube or a packet? The tourist just wanted some sugar, but the article made it sound like they wanted a single unit of sugar, like a lollipop made of sugar. It was a funny misunderstanding.
That is a great example. One little word changes the meaning entirely. I need water versus I need a water. A water could mean a bottle of water, which is okay actually. Can I have a water is common in restaurants for a bottle.
Oh, really? A water?
Yes, I'll have a water, meaning a glass or a bottle of water. So actually, that tourist might have been fine.
Well, the barista was still confused, but it shows how flexible English is.
It really is. Well, thank you so much, James, for diving deep into this with me. It's always more fun to explore grammar with a friend.
Anytime, Amelia. It's always a pleasure to be here at Learning English Studio.
And thank you, our lovely listeners, for tuning in. You are the reason we do this. Remember to subscribe, leave a comment, and share this episode with a friend who is struggling with articles.
Yes, help us spread the word. We want to make English easy for everyone.
Now, are you ready for the interaction part? I have a fun challenge for everyone today.
Ooh, I love challenges. Let's hear it.
Okay, so we talked a lot about rules, but I want to see how you use them in real life. Here is the task. I want you to write 3 short sentences in the comments.
Only 3? That sounds manageable.
Yes, here is what I want. Sentence number 1, tell us about a job you want or have. Use a or an. For example, I am a teacher, or I want to be an artist.
Okay, job sentence. Sentence number 2?
Sentence number 2, tell us about your favorite food, but don't use an article. Remember the general rule. So, I like pizza, or I love sushi.
Getting hungry just thinking about it. And sentence number 3?
Sentence number 3, look around the room you are in right now. Find one specific object and tell us about it using the. For example, the lamp is blue, or the window is open.
That is a great way to practice all 3 types at once. An, zero article, and the.
Exactly. So put your 3 sentences in the comments below. Let's see how creative you can be. I am a student. I like chocolate. The computer is fast.
I'll start. I am a podcaster. I like coffee. The microphone is black.
Perfect. See how easy that is? We can't wait to read yours. And don't forget to use some emojis to show your mood.
Yeah, drop a pizza emoji if you like pizza, or a book emoji if you are studying hard.
Thank you again for being part of our community. You guys are the best students ever.
Seriously, keep practicing, stay positive, and we will see you in the next episode.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.